Hi everyone. I'm sorry about last week. I just could not muster up doing a video. It's been a difficult few weeks for me, and I'm sorry. If you're new here, my name is Luann, and I'm walking through my grief journey. I lost my dad in 20, well, let's see, it'll be 10 years, so 2013. I lost my husband in March of 2020. I lost a my husband's dog in January of 2022. Lost a dear friend and mentor in February of 2022. Lost my mom in March of 2022, and then lost another dog in April of 2022. And with the holidays, I just I couldn't do a video. Um, it just hit me really hard, and I apologize that I didn't film anything or share that with you because I was in a pretty bad place and I didn't want to bring it here. Um, Even though I try to be open and honest with you, there are times when I'm vulnerable and I don't want to share that. Um, I did a lot of crying over the week of Christmas and New Year's. With Christmas being my husband's birthday. We had a big snowstorm, and I think I talked to you about that. We had a big snowstorm. I couldn't go anywhere on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and was snowed in, and it was really difficult. And I did a lot of drinking that weekend, and I had the whole week off. I had taken some time off. Um, I had vacation days I hadn't used, and if I didn't use them, I was going to lose them. So I had to take them, and probably in hindsight, I will not do that again because of the time of year it is, and then going into another year. Um, I just, it was just difficult for me, and I'm really sorry that I just couldn't get a video out for y'all. I'm feeling a little better this week. Back to work, really super busy at work, and I swear to you that is the thing that saves me is keeping busy. Um, I did some things at home yesterday, did my grocery shopping, stuff like that, and then I worked on a puzzle. I've started a puzzle that keeps me busy, and set up my computer, my desktop computer yesterday. I've been wanting a desk and I've been putting off putting my computer up. I have my laptop, but my laptop doesn't have Word on it. And I've just been putting it off, procrastinating writing the 3 new chapters of my book that I have in my head, haven't put on paper. So I set that up. That's something I plan on working on this month, is finishing those 3 chapters and then seeing where else I want to put, some more into my book. So, um, I have another book in my head that I need to get this one done and out there. And then it's not a grief book. It's just a book that, yeah, I'm not going to go into it because it doesn't deal with grief at all. But the second book that I do have in my head is about grief. There's a third book that would go to the second book of this one that I'm writing now. So I have to get that going. I really want to supplement my income with that. And I did get my notary, so I'm going to start supplementing my income with that also. The goal is to find a piece of land, um, pay for it in cash, and then just work on bringing the electric from the road, bringing water from the road, getting a septic, whether it's in the road or not, and then finding like a park model home or a tiny home of some sort to put on this land that I can hopefully pay for and not be in debt when I retire. So that is my goal. Just trying to get my, my budget in order and all of these things I'm working on, because being busy is the best for my brain. Grief is when you get into where I was over the holidays, everything seems so big and everything seems like a big struggle and everything seems like it's never going to be better. And you get in a pretty dark place. And I was there like for a week and did a lot of crying and a lot of soul searching. And I just have to focus on my future and the things that I want to do and the things that I need to do for myself to stay mentally healthy. Something I have started, and I started on January 1st, is back taking vitamins and supplements. I think my body has been lacking a lot of things. I've neglected myself again. Have I been back to the gym? No. But I did volunteer for 3 hours today, serving meals at a local club here in town. And I'm going to be doing it again next weekend on Sunday. So, I mean, that got me out today, but I really do need to put my mind to it and get myself in the gym, because I'm really not happy with where I am right now. And I feel like I've really just neglected myself. I just have to get that mindset back where I was before. This holiday season and I'm not joking, from before Thanksgiving to the 1st of January, really has set me back on myself. And even before then, I was not really taking care of myself. So I am definitely going to get back to where I was. And I'm going to make an eye appointment, get new glasses. I haven't had new glasses in 3 years. Just, get back to it. So I just, I hope you all didn't suffer through the holidays like I did. I haven't. I heard something, and I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I'm not sure if I did, that I read somewhere that if you're not living a godly life, like I've been baptized in the church. Do I go to church on a regular basis? No, I don't. Was I praying on a daily basis? Yes, I was. And then somebody mentioned, and there's someone who is very church oriented, very church involved, said that if you're not living a godly life, God doesn't hear your prayers. And that hit me super hard, because I'm like, I try to be a good person, but am I perfect? No. Do I pray every day? Yes. But now I'm thinking, he doesn't hear my prayers, so why do it? That really set me back also. So I struggled for weeks before reaching out to someone and saying, is this true? I mean, I believe in God and I try to be a good person, and I've been baptized in the church, and I don't know what to do. Like, is this serious that he's not even listening because, I'm not perfect? And they were like, oh my gosh, no, that's not true. I mean, like, I don't know why people would say that. It discourages people that, need prayer and need that in their lives. So I've gradually been getting back into that, because that is still in the back of my mind. Like, well, maybe he's not listening, and maybe that's why I'm still struggling so bad. I don't know. But, and I'm sorry if this is not your cup of tea, if you don't believe in God, or if you're still angry at him because you lost a loved one. Because trust me, I'd say for the first year, I just was so angry at him that I didn't pray at all. Um, I just didn't believe in God anymore because I didn't understand how a God could love you and let someone go the way that my husband did. Why you could fight so hard for your life and not be given that chance. Is if you're new here, my husband died of liver cancer. He was on the liver transplant list with the University of Michigan Hospital, got cancer, went outside the parameters, and could no longer get a liver transplant. And there was nothing more they could do for him. But he fought for years. And we did 6 years. We did 2 of those years local and 4 of those years driving to the University of Michigan, which is on the other side of the state from where we live. In 2019, the year before my husband died, we were at the University of Michigan Hospital, either 16 or 17 times. And that's 172 miles one way from door to door. So yeah, it was a lot. And I was very angry. And then I got back to where I was praying and feeling really good and taking care of myself, and then that was said, and then the holidays hit, and I just I don't want to say that I lost hope, but I kind of did lose hope that I was ever going to get, totally on the other side. Like, I feel like I'm in a good place, but things like these can set you back. So I'll say I was in a good place. And now I'm fighting to get back to that good place. So, like I said, I couldn't do last week. I just couldn't. All you would have seen was me sobbing. I wouldn't have even been able to talk to you about how I was feeling, which, was pretty bad and pretty low. I didn't leave my house for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And then I left my house on Tuesday to take my dog to get groomed. That's the only thing I did. And then Wednesday, I went and had dinner with my brother and his wife. His wife was retiring, and I had an aunt and uncle there, and my cousin was also there. We had a nice time. Thursday, I didn't do anything. Friday. Oh, I think Friday I went, Friday I think I went out with the girls. Yeah, I did. Friday I went out. I think I had 1 beer and came home. I didn't do anything for New Year's Eve. I stayed home. Stayed home on Sunday. And then Monday, I stayed home until about, 3 o'clock. I had to get out of this house. It was just too much. I looked like hell. I hadn't washed my hair, and I went to a local veterans club and a new one and joined. And yeah, that was my vacation week of pretty much not non-existent vacation. Like, didn't leave my house, didn't wash my hair, didn't put makeup on, didn't do anything. Like, no house cleaning, no projects, nothing. So to say it was bad, it was that's kind of, yeah, that's the truth. It was pretty bad. So I hope that you all made it through your holidays without too much pain. And just know that grief is ugly, and it puts your mind in a place where you would never go. if you weren't grieving. Like, I cried to friends because I'm just like, I feel like when I'm in the thick of my grief, and I mean literally in the thick of it, I always get to the place where I feel like no one really cares about me, that I'm alone in this. Um, would anyone miss me if I was gone? Would anybody cry for me like this if I was gone? I don't know. Other than my kids, of course my kids would, but I don't know, and that's the saddest thing to think about. So I'm hoping that, I come out on the other side of this, feeling healthier, stronger, and back in my relationship with God, trying to pray in the morning when I wake up. If you're not a believer, I'm sorry that I'm talking about this, but if, you could be in the place of being angry at God and not wanting to pray to Him, or just don't believe in Him at all. And I'm sorry if this offends you. You can always just fast forward through it. But I need to have hope, and I need to have purpose. So I'm just getting out there and doing more volunteer stuff, to get me out of my house and out of my comfort zone and doing things. So that's where I am. It's the honest part of it, the truth part of it, because there's not, even my girlfriend who's lost her husband will not be this honest with me about how she's grieving. That's something I've always told you from the first video, is I will always be honest and raw with you. And here I am, I'm going on year 3. It will be 3 years in March for me. And I'm still struggling through holidays. So for those people out there that are saying, oh, it gets better, it gets better, it gets better. It does get better. But don't be at the point where, I don't want you to think that because you're in a good place all year, that you can't have a setback at Christmas or Thanksgiving, the hard holidays, the new year, knowing you're going into another year without that person. It's not wrong how you're feeling. It's not out of the ordinary. It's 100% normal. We all grieve differently, and maybe you are feeling better. And, maybe some of you have gone longer than me and it's still not good. And that's okay. It's our journey. It's 100% mine. This is 100% mine. It might be nothing like yours, or it may be exactly like yours, or you see similarities. Everyone grieves differently, and you can't expect one person to know exactly how you're feeling, because they may not be feeling exactly how you are. So when I hear people say, oh my God, my friend again was like, you need to get out, you need to do this, you need to do that. If they haven't experienced it, they don't know. Be thankful they don't know, and give them grace because they don't know how you're feeling, how bad your heart hurts, how quickly grief can just sneak up on you and make you feel horrible. Be thankful for that they don't know it. And just, like I said, give them grace, because they don't know what to say and they don't know how to react. And I'm at the part too where I'm going on 3 years. My friends are tired of hearing it. And, I'm getting the move on, the this, the that. And that's not fair. That is 100% not fair. especially for the ones that have gone through it. It's not fair. But those who haven't, I have been able to show them grace. I don't say anything back to them in a rude or, mean way because they don't get it. They don't know. And I don't want them to ever know. I've said before, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, and I really would not, because so much of your mental health depends on your ability to process. And we all process different. I mean, I can have a day where I am on the top of the world, 100% friendly, happy, outgoing, just smiling, laughing. And then there are days when I am a sobbing blob of mess. That's exactly how I explain it. Because I am. And my dogs come up, to me and snuggle, and it's just, it is a nasty beast. And there is no other way to say it, because it is. And I hope that you're coping with it. I hope that you're dealing with it. If you feel that counseling would do good for you, then I suggest you do it. If you think medication would do good for you, do it. Don't listen to what anybody else says. If you need to sleep, take a sleeping pill. If you need to get out of your dark depression and you need medication, take it. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you less. It makes you smart. It makes you strong. It empowers you because you're taking charge of your mental health. And that is, if it's counseling, medication, whatever, do it. If mine is keeping busy, if I am busy doing even a puzzle, I'm not thinking about anything. I'm concentrating on that. If I'm at work, I'm concentrating on work. It's just, if I'm needed volunteering, I'm doing it. If you have too much time in your hands, your mind can dwell in this and knock you to your knees. So I'm telling you, I did, after my husband died, I was on antidepressants for 6 months. I did try counseling. I really did. But I felt like the person that was doing the meetings was not grasping or validating how I was feeling. So I decided that I was not going to do that anymore. But if that's something you need, then do it. I mean, you've got to find a way to heal yourself, whether that be, talking to someone, taking medication, whatever. Just do it. You're worth it. You deserve it. Give yourself some grace. And take care of yourself. I am looking for a new skincare routine because I feel like I've aged 10 years in the last 3. So I really need to do that. If you have any suggestions, or if you have a really great skincare that you love and is really helping with, old lady skin, let me know. Put it in the comments. because I am definitely looking for something that is tried and true, and you're going to see results. So um, I hope that you all have a great week. I will see you next Sunday. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you would subscribe and hit the bell so that you get a notification when I do a video. I try to do them every Sunday unless I am either not well or this past week. So again, I'm sorry about that, but I just couldn't. So have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you next Sunday.